Hello there, boys and ghouls. Sorry. Yeah. I'm starting to get a little bit sick. It's been a few days since my last one of these. I think it's been roughly like a week. I can't remember. I think I went ahead and I uploaded one of these before MegaCon. Or I think it might have been like after the second day. Anyway, we didn't end up going the last day of MegaCon and just didn't care. Look at my hair. It's starting to actually look a little bit thicker. It's starting to come off my head more. Holy shit, I'm starting to get that faux hawk. Actually, let's see, where did I leave off? I think the last one of these, I showed you guys the cat Monster Hunter figure, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure the last one was all about my Super Mario kitty cat. Meow, motherfuckers, meow. Now, today, and this surprised the living hell out of me because I was not expecting this. I really wasn't. She just shipped yesterday, so I wasn't expecting her until Monday. I think today is Friday? I'm not actually sure. But, I got her in the mail today, so that was pretty sweet. My Contai collection figure. Now, I, she's very beautiful. She has very high paint quality. Now, what I wanted to talk about is because anyone that knows me is going to probably eventually bring this up, and they're going to go, "But John, I thought you said that people shouldn't buy things if they've never watched the show." And that's what I do. If someone tries to review something and they don't know what it's called because they never watched the show, I'm just like, then why'd you buy it? Why'd you spend like $60 on it? You're horrible. No, that one was a gift. Um, but no, I've never watched Contact Collection. I know Contact Collection has their own starter decks in the Japanese card game Vice Schwartz, which actually looks like it might be a pretty fun game, but it's just like, I don't really get into it. Um, no, I've never watched it, but I saw it and I was like, oh, sweet figure, crazy anime girl with white hair, red eyes, and cool kind of ship demon thing with a cannon on its head. That's freaking awesome. Um, I'm gonna start watching Contact Collection. At least I'm gonna watch the first couple episodes to get a down basis of the main characters and what it's about. I still have to go back and I have to finish watching Super Sonica because I also got a Super Sonica figure that's eventually coming. So I definitely want to go back and I gotta finish the first season of Super Sonica. So far it's not bad. Like I think I watched the first 3 episodes and it's pretty good, pretty good. But I definitely want to go back. I definitely want to watch the rest of it. And it's only one season. It's a short anime, but it looks kind of entertaining. It actually is kind of entertaining. I was watching some other YouTube videos, and then someone was talking about how they didn't like Super Sonico because it's 90% fan service, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's 90% fan service, but it's still entertaining to me at least. Probably make another video here in a couple hours. Maybe not. Um, I got the Vanguard Toshiki Kai Legend deck. Just because I had to. You know, Novel Vague and Toshiki Kai. Just because I had to. I like Draconic Overlords. It came with the new Draconic Overlord, the Legend. I took out the Midnight Amber Dragons, and I put in Draconic Overlord, the Rebirth, Draconic Overlord, and 2 Cross, because I only had 2 copies of Draconic Overlord the Cross. And it's mostly because for the Stride unit, Vortex Desire, when you stride, if you activate his skill and he hits the Vanguard, you can destroy a grade 2 or less rear guard equal to the number of flame dragons in your on your vanguard circle. Which, if you would know, when you stride, your stride unit goes over top and it becomes the heart. So technically, if I stride, it counts as having 2 flame dragons on the vanguard circle. Well, what I want to get is I want to hopefully replace the Dragonic Overlord and Rebirth with 2 Dragonic Overlords at the end, because then I can Legion with Cross, and then when I stride forth, I'll technically have 3 Flame Dragons on my vanguard circle. So I'll be blowing up 3 rear guards a turn, which is pretty sweet. Also, I have coming in the mail, Phantom Blaster Overlord. Phantom Blaster Overlord is usually just like anywhere from 20 to 30 bucks. He usually costs about as much as the end. But I found a guy who was selling 2 copies, his only 2 copies, for $4 a piece. So that was pretty sweet. I basically got 2 Phantom Blaster Overlords for the price of half of one that you would get on eBay, which was pretty sweet. I want to use those in my deck. I also got some blaster units. I got Blaster Rapier and Blaster Dagger for my Shadow Paladin deck. I wasn't able to get Blaster Axe or Blaster Javelin because the little gift card I was given ran out, so I was like, oh. But it's whatever. I was able to get 2 Stride units for Shadow Paladin. I wasn't able to get Ore Geyser. I want to get Ore Geyser, but Ore Geyser was $24. So, and of course, the little gift card I was given only had so much on it, so instead I got 2 Dark Distress Dragons, which they're pretty cool for a Shadow Paladin Stride unit. But I definitely want to eventually get the Dark Ren Suzuki, and I want to like combine that with the Shadow Paladin deck I have and just sort through different stuff because I want a full Blaster Shadow Paladin deck. You know, so the Dark Ren Suzuki will go ahead and it will give me the perfect guards. It'll give me Blaster Diablo, and it will give me Blaster Dark Diablo, which is good because that's 4 Blaster Stride units, 4 Blaster units, and 4 perfect guards, plus like a nice little deck case. So I'm hoping to eventually get that somehow, mysteriously. If I get that, I'll be able to sort out the cards in the current Shadow Paladin deck I have and make it a lot better. Right now I'm using Halbert Revenger Parator because I like him, but his skill only really works to give him the extra critical if most of your deck are Revengers. And Shadow Paladin Revengers are fun. Ugh. Sorry. You know, that's where Blaster Dark Revenger came from. And they're fine, they're cool, but that's not what I want. I want a whole Blaster deck for Shadow Paladins. And I know what you're thinking, well, why don't you use Majesty Lord Blaster and Blaster Blade? The reason why is because Blaster Dark Spirit and Blaster Blade Spirit are roughly $8 a piece. Blaster Majesty Lord Blaster is like $28. And I would need at least 2 copies of him. Because I would have 2 copies of him, 2 of Phantom Blaster Overlord, and then 4 Blaster Diablo. Blaster Dark Diablo, sorry. So yeah, I don't have the money for that. If I had the money for that, yeah, I would use Majesty Lord Blaster in there. Even though he's a Royal Paladin. I mean, that's the thing, too. I don't really want to use Royal Paladins. I want to use mostly Dark Paladins, but I would definitely use Blaster Dark Spirit. Just because it's an easy grade, but it's grade 2. Plus it's a Blaster Dark. You know. I really like the Shadow Paladins. Kagero deck's coming along really good. I got 2 G Guardians for Kagero coming in the mail. The G Guardian for Shadow Paladin hasn't come out yet, or else I would have got that too. Yeah, Dark Knight Ludwig. I'm still waiting for him to come out. He's in Japanese right now. When he comes out, I need to eventually get 4 copies of him for the Shadow Paladin deck. And I don't know how much he's going to be. So, right now the Kagero deck is done. The Kagero deck is done. It's fine. I'm waiting on the 2 G Guardians to come in the mail. It is done. It's perfect, in my opinion. I'm only missing 1 card for it. Well, it's done in standards that it works, but I'm only missing 1 card for it. If I can get 2 copies of Dragonic Overlord at the end, that's it. Kagerou's done. Perfect. Awesome. Super Supreme deck. Never probably going to be beaten that easily, except maybe by Aqua Force. And then the Shadow Paladin deck requires me to get all this shit that I just don't have the cash for. I mean, I'm only getting some of this stuff because of gifts from, I think, my little baby sister and my father, who gave me some money after MegaCon. It's like, oh, right, yeah. So, yeah. Or not after MegaCon, no. He filled up my card. It's just I was waiting for my Visa to work, yeah. So I'm only getting all this stuff from a gift card my little sister gave me, and then from my Visa that finally decided to work. You know, besides that, I got like $30 in my wallet, which I'm saving to hopefully do something special. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys in a few hours. I'm going to probably show you guys a deck list of this, or the Kagero deck, when I'm done doing whatever it is that I may be doing. Take one last look at this glorious hair. Glorious. Peace.